Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. My name is Drake. I am the Farming Aviator. We are on our survival roleplay series on Griffin, Indiana. We got a lot of work to do today. I finished up the field yesterday with the plowing with the big bud. Decided just to get that done. We had some rain coming in, and it rained pretty much all day after I got that field plowed yesterday. So we couldn't really do much yesterday. But the temperature is good for our sunflowers to get planted, and I want to get that done today. We got some rain coming this afternoon, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm going to head down to the shop, and we're going to get this cultivator sold down there. We'll get just a little more, maybe just a $500 to $1,000 more, and I want to get this sold. And we also need to get seed, fertilizer, buy our new tractor, and buy our new planter. I say new tractor, I mean used tractor. So we gotta get all that because I want to get that corn planted. And we also have to pick up our cultivator, which we'll just bring back up here. So we have a lot to do, and so I'll see you guys down there. Alright guys, we are pulling into the shop here. It is just opening up here at 7 a.m. So let's get this cultivator dropped off, get this sold. I brought it all the way down here because remember, it'll sell for a little bit better price down at the shop, where we have to pay transportation fee if we sell it from our own farmyard. So let's don't want to repaint it, we want to sell it. Alright, just over $2,000, not much. Alright, so we have our cultivator. We're gonna pull this up to the farm with we might pull it up with our tractor that we're gonna buy. I want to buy a pickup truck because we're going to throw some seed pallets on the back and fertilizer pallets, and then we want to buy our planting tractor and planter that we're going to use. So first off, we need some money. This is where we're going to take out the loan. Farms survive on loans. So let's see here. You can see this red number down here. That is our loan amount. I think we're going to have to go, let's start with $250 and see where that puts us. We're probably going to need more than that. So, oops, I want to go to this one. Tractor. Actually, I think it's under this one. There we go. So I found this old Magnum that we're going to buy here. Let's see, we want front weights. We can do Michelin. We want the row crop tires on. Ooh, that's kind of a cool setup, but I think we want to stick with all row crop. Put one set of weights on the rear. Yeah, let's do that. Just one set of weights on the rear. Used, of course. We want fenders. No attachers. Just standard. UPS, of course. Let's see here. Now we're going to do a 285 horse. That way we can kind of grow into it. We can do all sorts of jobs with this tractor. And then the markers, US flashers. Alright, so used we have 103,000. Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and buy that. Now let's go, let's buy our planter here. I found this used planter also. Let's see, this is the one we want. I think. we do this, see, I want, we're gonna do this one here, so we can put liquid fertilizer down also. And of course, used. So 47,000. And we got a little wiggle room too. So let's go back here. We're gonna buy our truck. So we want the Cummins with the flatbed. I think we better go with the red. I like that. Let's go with the red farm truck. Let's do it. Alright, so not bad at all. Let's move some stuff out of the way. I'm gonna get it lined up. Get the planter loaded up so that we can get to work here. Alright guys, we got our planter filled up. We're not going to be using this for planter, we're going to be using the Magnum there, but I wanted to pull it up to our farm with this, because we need the Magnum to pull up the cultivator over there. So, I'm going to get this seed and liquid fertilizer loaded up, and we're going to use quite a bit of this, if not all of this. This year. So let's get this loaded up and get the cultivator back to the farm. I want to get those sunflower fields cultivated and then get the field planted. Yeah, we're gonna skip the fertilizing. Usually do like some other form of fertilizing, but we're not gonna do that. Sunflowers don't take a whole lot if I remember right. I could be wrong, and so we're gonna kind of just get those sunflowers in the field. That'll be good enough for now. Alright guys, so we are pulling back up to the farm here. I got my buddy at the shop to drive a pickup truck back up here. So we're gonna drop all this off, and then I gotta give him a ride back, and then we're gonna get some cultivating done. So we gotta drop this here. I forgot to fix up the Magnum here at the shop, and so we're gonna put this in front of our little workshop bay right here. We're gonna work on that. Probably later because it is supposed to rain, so we have rain to worry about yet. Let's move this out of the way here. We got the planter all set up, ready to go. We just got to hook that up. And our yard's already getting small. So, yeah. Let's get that unhooked. And then, that's interesting. We'll give our buddy a ride back to the shop and hop in the Big Bud over there. We're going to use the Big Bud a little more. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I made it back. I'm going to park, let's see, let's go around and park next to the Big Bud there. So we're going to have to move that and the plow. Find a spot for the plow. Let's see, let's park it next to the chicken coop here. There we go. Let's get the Big Bud fired up. Alright. So we give this a second to warm up, and we gotta get hooked up to the cultivator. We'll drive through the yard here. Hoping not hit anything, take out that tree or nothing. I'm gonna park this between the buildings back here. That would be the most convenient place anyways. There we go, that should be pretty good right there. We won't be using that till next year probably, or this fall. Ooh, I parked that planter in a bad spot. Let's see if I can't get in here. Get hooked up. Awesome. So we got this hooked up. Let's get down to the sunflower fields. Get our flashers on here. Guys, I'm really enjoying this big bud. This thing is definitely a lot of fun. I'm glad we got this tractor as we definitely grow into it. I think one of the first things we'll upgrade, we still gotta upgrade the harvester, I think. And then we will probably upgrade the planter and planting tractor right away. Because that'll definitely save us a lot of time having a nice planting tractor, planter. So we'll see about that. It'd be also nice to buy bigger fields, so we'll kind of see how much money we'll make and where we can expand first. So let's take a look. I figured out what crops I want in all of the fields here. So we'll block the road here a second. So our field up top that we plowed, we're going to go and plant corn in there 2 seasons in a row. It was fallow several years in a row, so we can go in with corn. We'll have 2 good years of good yielding corn. This field, that's going to be a field to the right. That's going to be sunflowers. And then our field to the left here is going to be corn. So a small field of corn, and then sunflowers in the big field back there. So we got 2, so that's not our field. It's this one right down here. Both of these 2 fields on the left and right, we are going to cultivate. Alright. This field is kind of an odd shape. So we'll see how this works to cultivate it. Let's get that unfolded. We can turn off our flashers. This will probably go super quick. Let's see, I want to get over just a little bit. So this is a high-speed disc. I think it'll work really well on our farm. We'll be able to use it for many years. Let's get this going. Alright, here we go. Awesome. I wonder if I have to work on this because I thought it usually went 10 miles an hour, this disc. So we may have to look at that, see if it needs to be repaired. And if so, we might have to drive back up to the farm. Well, we'll probably just deal with it for now. Alright. There we go. Get all that. Alright guys, so let's get this corner done. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. We just got back, or I just got back from my second trip since our son was born. So it's definitely a adjustment, learning a different different life altogether here with having a kid in the mix now. So it's definitely going great, enjoying every minute of it. It's hard being gone, of course, but that's part of the job. So I'm usually gone 8 days in a row, sometimes more, sometimes less, just kind of depends. And then when I'm home for usually 5-6 days, something like that. So that's the nice part. Let's see here, we'll just keep going straight here. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I was all over the East Coast mostly, well, East and back into the Midwest. Did a lot of New York to Dallas trips, a few of those, and then ended up ending on the West Coast in Scottsdale actually. So that was kind of nice. Last day flying the plane into the home base, so That was super nice. And that doesn't happen often, so something kind of nice that happened. So, but yeah, a lot of flying. Not as much as some trips, but still did quite a bit of flying. Like I said, stayed mostly on the East Coast. Ended up last day flying to the West Coast though, so that was cool. And then not too many interesting places. Into New York, into DC one day, so that was fun. And yeah, definitely just a good trip overall. Nothing too tiring, so that was good. But yeah, definitely, like I said, just a good trip, solid trip all around. Was able to catch up on sleep. My wife is always excited for me to go on the road just so I can get some sleep. I think she's not necessarily jealous, but just excited for me. So I come back recharged and refreshed and ready to help out too, which I think she definitely enjoys. So that's a little bit what's going on in the real world. Well, let's get a little time lapse of this. This won't take too long. We're trying to beat the rain, as you can see. We got some rain coming into the area, and then hopefully it'll be done mid-afternoon. So let's get this field cultivated. Alright guys, so we are just pulling back in the yard. As you saw, we got most of that field done. Or we did get that little field done before it got too sticky. But it's starting to rain harder now, so we won't be able to get the big one done just yet. We're going to have to wait for it to stop raining. Hopefully it quits soon. Let's take a look at this tractor. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and repair that. Alright. So that's repaired. Let's get this hooked up to the planter here. Alright. I'm gonna like this setup, I think. Just starting out, it's Kenzie planter and the Case Magnum. I think it's gonna be a good setup for sure. So guys, let's see here. I'm gonna back this under the awning. This doesn't get super wet, and then we're gonna just wait for this rain to pass. Hopefully, we can get in the field today and get that other field cultivated, and get some sunflowers planted. Alright guys, we are back in the Big Bud, and we're back cultivating. So we had a little bit of afternoon rain, wasn't too much, kind of sprinkled on enough that to keep us out of the field for the afternoon, but it dried up enough to get back in the field tonight. I really want to get this done so that we can get the sunflowers planted, get those going. And then we have corn planting. So, the reason why I picked sunflowers and corn, to start out with is mostly because we can sell those crops right away in the fall/winter time and get a good price for them. I was thinking about doing some soybeans because like this field had a really weird crop rotation beforehand, and potatoes really just kill any nutrients in the ground, and so soybeans, those would have yielded okay, about like how they usually do, but soybeans put nitrogen back in the ground, which would have been good, but we wouldn't be able to sell them until next summer. So I decided to go ahead and get some sunflowers in the ground. Those would be good to sell, and same thing with the corn. We can get those harvested and sold right away and make some money. Kind of just see where we stand. So I think what's best is if we just time-lapse this and get some of this done, and then we'll get into planting in the morning probably. Alright guys, so we don't have much left. We got a little more than halfway done with this field, and just a whole lot of back and forth. This disc is working pretty well. I think it does need to be repaired a little bit. We should be going about 10 miles an hour. So we need to work on it a little bit, but I think we'll just finish up this field and probably do that small one, and we'll be all done with our cultivating for the spring here. There is one thing I do want to look at and see if we get some nitrogen added by plowing these withered crops into the ground. If we take a look here at our precision farming, no, unfortunately it doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're still going to be needing to add more nitrogen. Like I said, with the sunflowers, they don't need a whole lot, so I'm fine using liquid fertilizer. This planter holds, the Kenzie planter holds a lot of liquid fertilizer. So we shouldn't run out too quickly. The corn though, I may see about leasing a slurry tanker, because I do want to use slurry, and maybe put some slurry down before we plant to see if we can add a little bit of nitrogen to the field right before we plant. So guys, I'm going to get this field finished up and cultivate that other small field that's going to be the corn field, and we'll see you guys in the morning then. Alright folks, welcome back. It is the next morning. We are in the Magnum, headed down to our 2 fields here. We didn't get that field cultivated last night. Got to be a little too late. So let's get started in this field. We'll plant the small field first. In the next episode, we'll handle planting that bigger field here. Let's turn in here and get this planter unfolded. It's kind of cool how this one unfolds. I like this cool mod here. And then we'll also be able to see how much fertilizer do we need. Are we gonna have enough? Or we're gonna have to go buy a bunch more? We'll see here. Alright. Let's get this lowered down here. Get our cruise control set. It's just 9 miles an hour. And get planted. So we'll do some headland passes. Get this one done here. Flip around and do another one. Sorry if this tractor is extra loud. I think it's just the mod, how the mod sound is set up, so. Alright, and let's get this backed up. Like I said, this Kenzie planter is actually pretty cool. I really like this mod. Alright, and let's set here. Alright, I'll get as far as I can into the corner here. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can't get this turned here. Get lined up with the edge. At least somewhat. That should be pretty good. Alright, let's take a look here. So it's not too bad. I think about 80, there's 100. It's all based on the soil type. So like I said, sunflowers don't take a whole lot, which isn't bad. And we should have plenty of fertilizer. So I think next time, guys, we'll get that other field cultivated. And then also get the sunflowers planted in this field first, and cultivate the other one, and see if we can't do some slurry and lease a slurry spreader, get some slurry down for the 2 corn fields, and get that planted. Alright, and let's get this headland pass done. There we go. So we actually own this little farm building here too. We're gonna see if we can rent that out. We might end up parking some equipment in that little shed though. We'll have to see. because we don't have much for storage up on our farm, so we may end up using that. Alright, let's see if we can't get this lined up. Get this headland pass done. Here we go. Alright, like I said, guys, this little Kenzie planter is pretty cool. It's perfect for our operation right now until we get some bigger fields. So really, really perfect fit for our farm. Alright, let's see. We can get lined up on a row here. GPS row, I mean. We'll have to see if there's going to be some overlap here. And then, guys, I'm going to get a time lapse going for you. Enjoy. got 2 more passes left here, and we're done with this small field of sunflowers. Like I said, first thing next time we'll get in that big field and get the big field of sunflowers planted, and then do some cultivating and getting some corn, or getting ready for some corn planting. We got probably another day before the ground temp is warm enough for corn planting. And now that I'm looking at it, you know, we've hardly used any liquid fertilizer. We may skip leasing a slurry machine and trying to put down some slurry beforehand and just go with the liquid fertilizer. Since we bought plenty, we might as well use it. So that's going to be it for this video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time on Griffin, Indiana. Thanks for watching.